All right, so in this video, we're going to go through sample question 53 from the Society of Actuaries Exam P list of sample questions. You might have noticed I already wrote something down here. I said something incorrectly way early. I decided to re-record. The question reads, an insurance policy reimburses a loss up to a benefit limit of 10. The policyholder's loss, y, follows a distribution with the following density function of 2y to the negative third for any y greater than 1. Calculate the expected value of the benefit paid under the insurance policy. Okay, so not a difficult question, kind of your standard loss limit deductible type question. There's no deductible in this one, obviously. And this is an example of where they give us a loss, give us some rules about the payment, deductibles and limits, and ask us to find some information about the payment. Right? Very easy. So since it's asking about the payment, we want to now create a distribution for the payment because we're only given a distribution for the loss. So that's what I had started writing out here. So the payment I'll denote as P. Now, since the limit is 10, for any value in between 1 and 10, right, since 1 is my lower bound, determined by this, my payment is whatever my loss is. So a loss of y results in a payment of y as long as my loss is between 1 and 10. Because I have a limit of 10, for any value greater than 10, for any loss greater than 10, my payment is 10. All right, simple enough. Now we want to calculate the expected value of the payment. Easy enough. So we're going to calculate the expected value of the payment, which should be equal to, from, I suppose, negative infinity to positive, in general, negative infinity to positive infinity, of the payment times the PDF of my loss, right, dy. So I have to break this up into cases, okay? From 0 to 10, or sorry, not 0 to 10, from 1 to 10, be very careful, right? That would mess you up. My payment is y. And the PDF of the loss is 2y to the negative 3. And I'm going to add that to the integral from 10 to infinity of, well, then my payment would be 10 multiplied by the PDF 2y to the negative third. And dy behind all of these, I continuously forget that, but shouldn't mess up your answer at the end, so who cares? All right, so now that we have this set up, welcome to Calculus 1. This is just integration. We're going to integrate and get the answer. Okay, so what I want to do, first I'm going to just clean this up. I'm going to bring the constants out just for my own benefit and simplify here. So for this integral, I'm left with y to the negative second plus, I'm going to bring out a 20. And this is y to the negative third, right? And now I just compute these integrals. These are super easy. I don't feel they need any explanation, okay? So this will be negative y to the negative first from 1 to 10. And this will be 20 on the outside multiplied by a negative 1 over 2y to the second. Sorry, no, I switched it up there, but this is eventually what I'm going to put into my calculator. And that is from 10 to infinity. Okay, now it's just computing this. That other parentheses shouldn't be there. All right, so like I always say, I don't do these beforehand just because I think it's important for you to see my process of figuring these out. So just give me a moment to put it into my calculator. But yeah, otherwise this question is fairly easy. You should know how to set up a distribution for a payment based off a, some information given about a loss and the limit and deductible of the payment. And you should know how to calculate expected value of a distribution that's given by like a piecewise function. Okay. Okay, and just solving for all of this. And again, I feel like this doesn't really need any explanation in the cleaning up. This is really just algebra after this point. I get just double checking. Oh, 19 over 10. Yep, definitely. Which, since all my stuff is in decimals, 1.9. Which is answer choice D. All right, so quick overview of the question. We were given a distribution of a loss with this density function. And then we were told some information about the payment. The payment has a limit of 10, no minimum, right? No deductible. So we need to calculate some information about the limit, about the payment. We created a distribution for the payment because it gave us some limit. It's not going to be exactly what the loss is. Once creating the distribution for the payment, we're asked to find the expected value. So, using the general formula for the expected value of a continuous distribution, I just put in my numbers. And then it always helps to be good with integration. For exam P, be really good with integration. These were easy examples. And from there, it's just a Calc 1 class. If there are any questions or anything you want me to explain more in depth, leave a question down in the comments. I'll answer to the best of my abilities. If you want to see more worked out questions like this, I got a playlist, the Society of Actuaries Exam P sample questions. And if this video helped you out, hit the like button, subscribe. That helps me out more than you know. But other than that, good luck.